Qingque and Seele are both amazing characters in Honkai Star Rail, but it's looking like with the direction the game has been going, especially for endgame content, Qingque might actually be more valuable in situations than Seele is. So today I'm going to look into why that is and what I think will probably happen going forward. So to start out, as I said, both Seele and Qingque are amazing characters, but I do want to start out with where does Seele, not perform at her best? Because I don't want to say that she struggles necessarily, because her damage is still very good, especially when she is built properly and when she gets into the, in the right scenarios. And that's exactly, the main point where she might, struggle a little bit if she's in that right scenario, which is if she's able to defeat an enemy and activate her Resurgence talent to give her another action in the same turn. And with, the end game content the way it is, unless your Seele is, ridiculously, perfect, which, very rarely a player is going to have it like that, you're going to run into situations where your Seele is not able to, get the killing blow on an enemy to activate Resurgence. And that basically just reduces the amount of damage you're able to do, because you being able to basically, double your damage if you're using a skill and then going into another skill, ultimate in the skill, whatever order you end up doing with Seele, because she can get all those actions when she defeats enemies. But not being able to defeat an enemy in a turn, or if you get really close to being able to defeat one and you don't crit, then you're just missing out on so much damage. And pairing this with Seele being a single target DPS, and a lot of the fights in the endgame right now being multi-target, you will see Seele struggle in specific scenarios, just because, the enemies might have a lot of health, so you won't be able to get that, extra Resurgence on. And also with there being multi-target fights, it's going to take longer for Seele to get through them. And if you're doing Memory of Chaos, that might not be the best thing, because you do need to clear it under a certain amount of turns for you to get all the stars, to get all the rewards. So then now, to transition now into why Qingque will do well in situations where Seele might, not perform at her best, just based on the way she's built, or based on the way her kit is and her design is because Qingque is on the erudition path, and that means she can attack multiple targets. She can only do it through her enhanced basic attack, and so she is able to target adjacent enemies with that, which is very nice. And because of the way endgame is, typically the fights are 3 to 5 enemies, so having the ability to attack multiple enemies at once is very good. And now I know what a lot of people might be thinking. Oh, Qingque's kit is it's very luck based, because you need to get the 4 jade tiles. And, if you use all your skill points and you don't get that, then it's going to be pretty rough for you. But while it is luck-based, her Eidolons do offset it a little bit, and, also give her some nice improvements. Now, I know maybe some people might be thinking, why are we looking at Eidolons and whatnot? I think it's more reasonable for players to have more Eidolons in a specific 4-star than a specific limited 5-star. Right now, I don't have too many Eidolons in my Qingque, although I haven't been using her, but she is pretty much all the time going to have more Eidolons than my Seele. My Seele is at E0. So, the main Eidolons I wanted to bring up were her E4, which is the chance for her to have a follow-up attack for each time she uses her skill, and the follow-up attack is supposed to have the same amount of damage as the initial attack on that turn. So basically, she can double her damage, and the more times you have to use her skill, the more chances you have for that follow-up attack to actually activate. Plus, her using her skill more gives her more damage as well. And then her E6 will allow her enhanced basic attack to regain a skill point, which prior to E6 it does not regain a skill point. So it would definitely be good to keep her damage going, and be able to have enough skill points to do what you need to do with her. So overall, I do think, again, as I said earlier, Seele and Qingque are both really amazing, and really the only thing kind of holding Seele back is just the way the endgame content is and whatnot. But In the future, if they change the way the endgame content is, I can see Seele making a comeback, also with other supports that they may release in the future, and everything like that. But with that, everyone, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell. But with that, I will see you all next time.